you guys got a long, fruitful life ahead of you. And even if you don't feel like you do, um, at least you're good right now. At least you're still alive. At least you're still intact. And even if you're just making it, be thankful and be grateful for everything. Everyone is born here for a reason and a purpose. And if you weren't here, if you were still alive, you're still breathing, that means God still has a purpose for you. He still has a purpose for every one of you. So I just want to talk about, a couple of things through life that you're going to deal with, and some tips to help you guys out because it'll help me out. I'm still learning some things, and here's some things, and I'm still trying to figure out some things in my life too. So either way, you're going to deal with, the pressures of your own problems and the many people, the places that you go. So either way, those are is what's going to determine you. Um, especially how you were raised or where you were born. You know, um, who you hang out with. All of those are going to determine how you live your life, or how you choose to live your life. But in the midst of things, doing good, being a good person, helping many people out, that is a good way to start your life. And there's also many other things that I'm going to list right now. Number one, I feel like is really important, is to not worry. Worrying really stops you from doing a whole lot of things, and worry can take your confidence down way lower than it needs to be. If you want to do something and you feel like you just don't feel like you'll be able to do it, it'll lower your confidence down, and you'll never really get the chance to do so because you feel like that you hadn't done it. You've been worrying so often that you don't decide to do anything, or you don't decide to do, or you don't give in 100% of everything because you just don't got full faith in yourself. And worrying can deplete your faith. So that's why I think that you shouldn't worry about your past or even your future self, but worry about what you got right now. And what you got right now is the best of what you can do. Make the best of what you got, and that'll help you out in the long run. Even more, it was just doing good things, more just doing good things to make your future self even grateful and thankful. What you do is the best thing you can do at the moment. Number two, which I've been talking about, is being thankful, but also being humble. So being humble comes with, if you feel like you're, the best at something, well, that might not be the case. There's always people that are going to do better than you, and there's also going to be times where you're outdoing yourself, and there's always room for improvement. But there's also thankfulness, just being thankful that you're, again, like I said, still alive, still intact, still able to do things, even small things like walking and all that. Being able to walk, being able to speak, being able to have vision. Some people really don't have that, and they have to make what they got. So, but again, I want to talk about also about, I think that everything is in God's possession, and that without God we won't be able to have certain things. We won't be able to breathe and be a part of this beautiful green earth that He has created. Another thing is having self-control, especially when it comes in a form of anger, lust, procrastination, dealing with stress, or eating bad eating habits or drinking. Stuff like that will kind of mess you up, and it kind of misleads, kind of puts you in a state of there's gonna be things in life that you're gonna want to give up, and a lot of those come in with the self-control. With anger, you gotta be patient. With lust, you don't want to have a really cluttered, desensitized brain when it comes to because it literally rots your brain. Lust does rot your brain. Procrastination, you don't want to take forever to do something when you know you should have been doing it. It's bad habits like that will mess you up, and especially when it comes to temptations, when you have the temptation of wanting to eat or wanting to lust or wanting to get angry, controlling that will really help you in the future, help you overall in life. And that's something that I even have to do myself. um, is controlling, having that self control. That's why many people, you see a lot of people fast, you see a lot of people do water fast and all that. It's like a form of self control and kind of in practice. Another thing is also just to love yourself. Be thankful for who you are. Be thankful for what you got. A lot of people really think of themselves only by looks, and not by character. And they feel that if they don't look a certain way or they don't dress a certain way, they'll get made fun of. But it is up to you to make that decision. It is up to you for people to judge you or make people think that you're less than. And they're going to miss out on you. They're going to miss out on the great version of you that you yourself has set upon. Now, if you're doing bad, it'll show. But again, if you really feel like you are, you know, perfect in your own way, that should be how you should treat. Like, you should be just thankful of what body you got and what God gave me. I'm thankful for what God gave me. I feel like I have many flaws. Personally, I have many flaws. I might have like a dot, pimple there, here and there. But overall, I'm not too worried about my appearance or what I am. At the end of the day, I'm still me. I can look homeless. At the end of the day, I'm still me. Again, one more thing too before I end this off, because it is dark and I think my phone might run out of storage. But you know, your talents and your gifts of God that God has given you, you should spread out to the world. So whether that's like speaking or singing or I don't know, script writing, I know my talents is art, and I love art. I love game design. I even love doing like these car mods and all that. All of that is kind of in the same subject of art, and art can be many other things. And even God, if you look at it, even God is a designer himself. Like I love designing cars and all that. God created look at the beaches, look at the mountains, the beautiful sky. I mean, like God has designed this earth to make it as beautiful as possible. Like it is just nature is beautiful in itself, and there's a lot of good things that come from nature. There's also a lot of good things that come within you and come within your imagination and your heart. So I feel like art really does bring in the best of all people, and it is really a gift of God for you to um, just be good at art, And I feel like everyone has that. Even people that don't feel like they're good at drawing or doing something like that, you still have an artistic brain, whether it's for something. It does not matter. Um, yeah. And I know this is off subject real quick, but it is it is cool outside. I don't have to wear a coat. You can kind of, it's like, and it is dark, but earlier it was like 43 degrees outside, so that's crazy. But either way, those are some tips. I will make a couple of videos explaining more, some other things too, more advice. But yeah, I think I pretty much listed everything off, especially on my phone. So recap, don't worry about your past self or your future self. You'll get there eventually. You'll get to your peak eventually. Be thankful and be blessed that you are alive right now. You're doing good. If you're alive, you're doing good. Having self control over your thoughts, your temptations. It's just living a healthier lifestyle. Loving yourself and being thankful for who you are is also um, on the list. And lastly, talents. Um, for anyone that is Christian, God will never want to rip away any of your talents. If you are wanting to do something and you want to like create stuff, like especially artwork and stuff like that, like God will let you do it as long as if it's His way of doing it. So be as talented and creative as you want in this life, and it will get you far. But yeah, those are some tips. Hopefully that is good for someone in this video. I don't care if it gets like 5 people watching it. At least someone may relate to this. So yeah, I can see the time. It's time for me to hurry finish this video. And yeah, see ya.